Hello everyone, this is JPL back for another Clone Wars review, and today I'll be reviewing the Savage Opress arc. Now this focuses more on Asajj Ventress, but this arc introduces and contains heavily Savage Opress, so that's what I'm going to focus it on. So, start out. To start out, we get to see that Asajj Ventress is becoming a threat to Palpatine, and it's really fun seeing him ordering Count Dooku to do things that he doesn't want to do because he wants that apprentice to help him kill. But seeing that, putting Dooku in his place, I thought was just a fantastic little moment there. This is the first time that we get to see the Jedi outfits, the new outfits in action. We got a hint of it in the last episodes, but in these episodes is where we actually get to see it all in action, including Asajj Ventress's original design, and that's just a fun little thing. It's fun seeing that. It's also interesting how powerful Asajj Ventress is when she's just cornered, and she is very cornered. She's been disowned by her master and the entire army, and so she has she's nothing left for her, and so just seeing her fighting like that. Okay, this episode introduces the witches, which is pretty cool, seeing that there are those kind of elements in Star Wars than just Force users, and that's a lot of fun. And we don't know what their magic is. It is explained to be part of the Force, and I'm just going to say it's a part of the Force that's amplified through your energy and through physical objects. Just like the Jedi's powers are amplified with a lightsaber, this is a much more corrupt way of using the Force, I would say. And so we see Asajj Ventress having a flashback, which is pretty cool. And was she a Jedi at some point? If she was, then that it's really confusing, because I'm sure the Jedi would say oh, she was once a Jedi, unless the Jedi she was trained by was a rogue Jedi, not part of the council, on his own. And when the master dies, she takes his lightsaber, and so she dual wields green lightsabers. I feel like that was just a missed opportunity for her having her 2003 Clone Wars appearance of having her green and blue lightsabers, dual. That would have been a lot of fun than what they went with, but no. And lastly, when she and her sisters confront Count Dooku, he says, "I don't need my sight to fight you," and if I looked really closely in the fight scene, and his eyes are actually closed when he's fighting them, and it's a small detail, but it's just something that's just fantastic to see. Yeah. Alright. And so the next episode, Monsters, apparently Asajj Ventress is the same species of Darth Maul, and I think so. I'm not sure, but they reside in the same planet-ish. They have two planets actually, but it's just that small thing. But I thought that was really interesting that we get to see more Maul species, and that this has a strong feminist message that females are the dominant species on that planet. Which, fantastic. Women power. At least you have one planet where all the women are dominant. Can't say how many times I get to see that in Star Wars. And this episode introduces Savage Opress. And he's a yellow version of Darth Maul. You know, I was always confused when people cosplayed as a yellow Darth Maul because Darth Maul is red. But when they actually brought him onto the show, a yellow Darth Maul or Savage Opress, you know, I was really excited and didn't yell at the cosplayers because there's different colors now and I'm excited for that. Okay, and then the next episode after that. Hold on. Yeah, Savage Opress is a very powerful character. And we get to see that because he's super strength. You know, it's awesome. Now to the next episode. This episode starts off with Clone Commandos from Republic Commandos. I love that game. And, you know, I just feel really disappointed. You know, D. Bradley Baker is voicing them. Which is sad. I really wish that they would have gotten the voice actors from that original game to come in and reprise their roles. You know, I know it doesn't make sense and they wouldn't sound like clone troopers, but it's just this tiny little detail that would have been so awesome if we got to see that. And they don't even get to see action from them, which is also really sad. That's a really big fan service thing, but we don't get to see them, which in my mind is just really disappointing because I would have loved to see them in action. And so Savage Opress kills King Katungo, which I was legitimately sad when that happened. Like, I wanted the king to live. You know, I really liked his character, but they killed him off, which was really sad to happen. And, oh yes, the fight scenes with Savage, Ventress, and, Count Dooku. That was just an epic fight scene. You can see how Dooku knows that he needs to be dominant by Force Lightning him, which is an awesome detail, you know, and just how epic it was. Even when he starts fighting the Jedi. And lastly, apparently Darth Maul is alive. Apparently he is. In this episode we get confirmation that he is alive and in exile, which is really fun to know. I just love that foreshadowing for the future. And it was really exciting. Anyway, so to rate this arc, I'm going to rate it a 10 out of 10. Fantastic arc. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.